Okay, I'm in on my other camera now. So I'm back. Let me see if it's showing up. This is ridiculous. Seriously ridiculous. Okay, I'm on. All right, guys, hi. You may or may not have seen me. I was just on that computer because I was working over there, but it's like ancient, so I figured I'd pop on my Mac. Anyways, so I'm taking advantage. Hey, Amanda. I'm going through order forms that I haven't made profile sheets, haven't made them yet because they were fundraiser people. And I found like a stack of order forms that I hadn't even made profiles for. I haven't even like looked at them since they placed their order. Fell through the cracks. It happens. These were from last year, guys. This was from July of last year, almost a year ago. And it's totally my bad for not, I must have just put these in I found them under a pile of other stuff that I thought I knew was in there, but it happens. Okay. So the reason why it's this live is called why it's so important to pick up the phone is because until you have a relationship with somebody, texting is very personal. So people that don't know you on a personal level will definitely be like, okay, but they don't, you might have had good luck with, I have some people, I'm not going to lie, that I just, I tend to just, sorry, I'm trying to get rid of this on my screen. I get distracted so easily. You guys know that. Some people I will just text, especially if it's like right when they placed an order, because it's not weird. But when you've, like me, almost a year, it's so important to pick up the phone. Let me stress how important it is that to do that initial phone call when you don't have a relationship with. So even though, even if somebody just ordered from you, and you don't have a relationship, so I'm thinking more like, for example, like a fundraiser. It's people you've never seen, you've never talked to, somebody else collected the order for you. There's just no real connection other than they placed the order. Okay, because in their minds, they're placing the order with the person that's doing the fundraiser. So they're supporting them, not you, if that makes sense. This can also go with bag parties, like on-the-go parties. Our hostesses, gosh, this is ridiculous. Hostesses that collect orders for you. Then you still haven't spoke to them or anything. They're placing the order with your hostess. So that's a customer that you want to pick up the phone, okay? If all possible, because they hear your voice, they see the effort that you do it, and it's more professional, guys. Honestly, texting, it's like, again, when you have a relationship, it's one thing. But when you've never talked to the person before, seen the person before, anything, it's kind of unprofessional to send them the text. I'm not gonna lie. You do what you want, it's your business, but the reason why I really came on is because I had an experience that I wanted you I really wanted to share with you guys. It's the very first person I picked up from these, this pack here. There's 11 people. I called her and she picked up and she's like, yeah, it's me. I was like, okay. And I said, hi, you participated from a fundraiser back in 2019, for this fundraisers, whatever. And I made sure to tell them who they supported, because here's the thing, guys. How many of you guys have bought from a fundraiser from like your kid's friend or your neighbor and you don't really remember doing it? Everybody else is the same. So they may have supported their coworker's child, but they don't really know. So you want to say, to kind of ring a bell, last year you purchased from Arborview fundraiser on Isabella's fundraiser volleyball team. And then they're going to go, oh yes. Okay. So that's exactly what happened. But the cool part of this is I said, I go, well, I'm just following up with former customers. I'm not sure if you have a consultant. I'm sorry it's taking me this long to follow up and see, but I just wanted to see if there's anything I can do for you. And she goes, I don't have a consultant, and I'm so glad you called. She goes, you know what's funny? I said, no, what's funny? She goes, my husband knows your husband. I said, what? She's like, yeah, they used to work together at the MGM Grand at Studio 54, which is where my husband and I met because I worked there too. And she goes, I know, my husband knows you too. I was like, oh my gosh, that is such a small world. How cool. She's like, I'm really glad you called. And she goes, I have your card. I knew it was you because nobody else has the last name Markowitz. I said, that's true. And so here's the thing, guys. She knows us and she still hasn't reached out to me, even though she wants Scentsy. It's our job to follow up, not theirs. Even though she had my business card, she's like, I still have it. But I think she felt weird because it's been literally, let's see, Mitch quit in 2005. I quit in 2006. So that is a long time ago since we worked together, right? So she probably felt weird, but she thought it was cool when I called to be able to tell me that. So this should teach us, you guys, that even when you have a semi-relationship with people, they still don't feel comfortable sometimes reaching out to you, even if they need Scentsy. They'll do without it because they feel weird. And when you think about it, it's not their job, it's ours. There are so many direct sales companies that I've supported and purchased from. And the only reason why I haven't reordered is because I've never got a follow-up. And it's not because I intentionally am like, ugh, they haven't followed up with me. I just don't think about it. And the sad part of it, guys, is that there's knockoff brands of everything. And if somebody isn't like absolutely 100% in love with something, they're going to go and buy the whatever brand just because they're out and they need something fast. And so how many of your customers right now are in need of fragrance and they really don't want to go out just to go get more wax bars at Walmart? But when they do go, because they're doing their shopping for the week, to be safe, the one time out of the house or whatever, they pick up fragrance because they're like, I'm in my house for how long? I'm here way longer than I normally am. And so people are going through fragrance a lot faster than they normally are. So this is like, it sounds bad, but right now is like prime time for us to be following up with people because they do need more stuff. And so I said, I'm going to send you off a catalog. And, she goes, I will be ordering because I really do need more stuff. And I was like, okay, it's been since last year, guys, that she ordered. And what she ordered, where is she? Oh gosh, where is she? Here she is. Okay. She only ordered one bar and the rest were scent circles. No, 2 bars, a scent circle, and a buddy clip. So you could bet your bottom dollar she doesn't have anything left, right? And her buddy clips, definitely the fragrance is probably gone. And so she's needed new products. Literally I could have called her within weeks and she probably would have reordered. And here's the thing. I'm lucky that she knows me. I'm lucky that there's a connection because otherwise, if I was some random person, she'd probably be like, yeah, it's been a year. Like, thanks, but no thanks. So I got lucky with her, guys. But when you think about it, if I didn't have a relationship, do you think it's going to be, was it going to be that easy? Probably not. On the same token, am I willing to call the other 10 people? Of course, because I'm not going to lose out on possible business that I invested in. I literally donated hundreds and hundreds of dollars to this fundraiser so I can get these customers for future business. And it's my fault for not having a follow-up system. And I did not put these in my binder that I normally do. Now, should they have shown up on my Amy? Yes. So I may, as I go through, because what I'm doing is I'm going through each person and I'm seeing if they're in my Amy app and when's the last time because I may have followed up with them and they may not have have responded. So now I absolutely have to call them and just say, hey, but you want to make sure that you do your homework before you do follow-up. You don't want to just call and act like you've never texted them, or text them and act like you've never called them, because then they're going to feel like they're just, a sale to them, to you. So you want to make sure that you cross all your T's and dot all your I's before you do the follow-up. Have I reached out to them before? Is there any notes in my workstation in their profile? Is there any notes in my phone under their name? And is there anything in Amy, the app that we have? So again, I just wanted to share that story. And I know I say this a lot, especially on training calls, but the one thing that really hit hard for me, which has kept my business going for 9 years, is that concept that somebody told me is we call because we care. Okay. Hi, Tammy. Now again, I've been doing this forever and I still have made a mistake. This is my fault. But I can still do my best to try to recover. And here's the thing, statistically, if they had a regular consultant that they normally buy from, statistically, that consultant probably isn't a consultant anymore. So when I call, even if they did and they've been taken care of this whole time, I can just say, hey, I'm just following up because sometimes customers have a consultant and they just bought for the fundraiser purpose. But I want to make sure you're still being taken care of. And that's pretty much what I'm going to say to them. And they're going to either say, yes, I have a consultant, and then I can just take them off I can archive them, not have to stress about them. I did my part. I did my follow-up. If they say they don't, I'm going to apologize and say, oh my gosh, I am so sorry that you haven't heard from me earlier. And I'm going to be vulnerable and let them know that I'm a person and I made a mistake. And they're either going to be okay with it and tell me to keep them on their follow-up, them on my follow-up list. And then I'm going to let them know, I'm going to ask them, do you want a catalog? I can text it to you. I can mail it to you, and go from there. Or they're going to say, thanks, but no thanks, So, and then what I always do as well, getting back on the text messaging thing, because if I've never spoken to somebody before, I'm always going to call first, hopefully talk to them. If I don't, I'm going to leave a message. But what I'm going to do next is I'm going to text them, because they may be a texter, and I know plenty of people that don't check their voicemails. So I'm going to say, hey, whoever, I just left you a voicemail. This is Jess from Scentsy. I just want to let you know that, I left you a voicemail, basically. And it's going to make them curious. They're going to check the voicemail. And then on the voicemail, I'm also going to say, if you have a consultant and you would like to be taken off my list, can you please just text me, stop, and I'll take you off my list. And so many people, when they do, it's like a relief, like, okay, good, this chick isn't going to keep calling me. And it's really a relief for me, because I don't need to be wasting my time with people who don't want my business. So there's a process that we want to go through, because one person can become a very loyal client. They could become a hostess. They can become a consultant. And that is why I'm willing to invest and do fundraisers, because I'm trying to find hostesses, especially new consultants. So I don't do fundraisers just to spend money. I mean, yes, I like to help organizations, but I'm also doing it to invest in my business. So there's always has to be a way to grow your business with any action that you're taking. As much as your heart loves to support, you're really hurting your business if you're not doing it for an opportunity to grow your business as well. So anyways, I hope everybody's well and having a great day. If you want to talk any further about anything in your business, I've got a lot more time on my hands as well. So you can, schedule time with me and we can do a chat and we can evaluate your business and where you're strong, where you may need some skills developed, whatever you need, do some coaching or mentoring, what you think your business needs. And, so I hope you have a great day. Bye guys.